what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the Syndicate Collectibles Pumpkinhead 6 scale figure. So wow, now I got this at the Syndicate Collectibles website, and the price actually dropped on it because it was more than what it was, but they had dropped the price by a lot. I won't get into all that, but that's another reason why I just decided to go ahead and pick it on up, because I know it's originally like a more higher price, but then they eventually dropped it, and I just went ahead and decided to pick this on up, because I noticed at other places like I think it's at like Big Bad Toy Store, you know, that's one of the places I think it was at too. But I got this from Syndicate Collectibles. So yeah, I'm really happy about having this, you know. I know the awesome, legendary Stan Winston had directed this film, you know, which was released in 1988. And I remember when this was in the theaters, because whoa, what is that? I can remember when I was a kid and it was in the theaters, you know, I was like, whoa, what is that? But I didn't see it till it came, I think on cable. That's when I had finally saw the original Pumpkinhead. I saw a couple of sequels too. I can't remember if I saw, I saw part 3. I know I saw part 2 because I remember renting out one. But yeah, I always saw Pumpkinhead did look pretty cool, you know, and I know Stan Winston, if I'm not mistaken, didn't really design this particular creature, you know. I think he just directed the film, but his team kind of created Pumpkinhead and so on. But still, as you can see, it was a large figure too. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into this right now. This is the box that contains the Pumpkinhead figure. It's a nice looking box too, because you can see there's an image of a Pumpkinhead right here, on the box. And I think that's probably the figure, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And it does say Pumpkinhead down here at the bottom too. 6 scale figure. Syndicate Collectibles too as well. So I noticed one thing that's kind of cool about it. This is kind of unusual. You can see at the top of it. You can see through the top of it. That's pretty cool. And here's that necklace, you know, that they have right here too, from the film that Lance Henriksen's character has, Ed Harley. Then it does say Pumpkinhead right here as well. It has images of the forest and stuff right here. And I think this is Velcro together too, yeah. Let me see if I can open it. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. And yeah, you can see Pumpkinhead. Oh, this does look good too. Oh, okay. But you can see how massive it is. It really is a large figure. And here's a line from the film, nothing can call it off. You even see a picture of Pumpkinhead in the place, that church type place right there. I know it's the scene where you got the cross. But as you can see, this is a figure and it's massive too. See, I'm going to open this on up and get into it. Here. I notice he also comes with this background right here, which kind of represents, I think, the forest or the trees. So I guess it's probably pretty good for pictures. Okay. And now for the figure himself. Okay. I must admit, this really does look awesome too. This really does look cool. Whoa. I know it doesn't come with a stand either. So let's see. Okay, he does appear to stand too. Let me see. So yeah. I'm gonna see if I can find a stand to put them on. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. I know that this does require some assembly too as well, because they have a Pumpkinhead's tail and the cross in here too as well. So I'm gonna see, I might put those on him too, with the tail on him, because you can see the joint right there. Alright. Now first, I'm gonna go ahead and measure Pumpkinhead, because as you can see, here he is. I have a Kaiser doll stand too, and this is for I use these for quarter scale type figures, the ones from NECA. And surprisingly, I was kind of suspecting it fits well on Pumpkinhead. I'll probably talk about that a little more. But I'm gonna go ahead and measure Pumpkinhead, and he's about. It looks he's about. He breaks 16 inches. He's not quite 7. He's really 16 inches. Looks it from my opinion. But I guess if you do his head, he's kind of there. Yeah. So yeah, it really is a massive figure. It's very large. I think that's one of the things that is like so cool about it. But yeah, I do have it on the Kaiser doll stand right now. So yeah, I really do think it does look awesome, I must admit. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna get into like the articulation and I guess like the likeness to how he is like on the film too as well. But so far, it's really looking up pretty good though. Pumpkinhead does stand, but I wouldn't really like recommend leaving it like this because I'm sure he'll just fall over. But he does like stand. But this is what I was talking about right here. This is the Kaiser doll stand that I have. Cause these are like for well, I use these for like quarter scale like NECA figures. Cause like the product code for this is 3075, or you could say 3075, and it supports like figures that are like 16 inches to 24 inches in height. Cause I have always used these for like my quarter scale NECA figures, and as you can see, Pumpkinhead is like really massive. This is like a quarter scale figure. He's not quite quarter scale, but he's like almost there, you know. But yeah, this really does support him very well. I guess if anything, I might have to worry about like paint issues with this particular piece. But yeah, I just take this and put it around him. Like, the paint might rub off, but I'm sure he's like secure though. And you know, you just plug it on there. Cause now I'll be able to even put Pumpkinhead in like dynamic type poses and stuff. You know, if I want. Try to make sure it's really on there. I was thinking that it might be too loose for him, but as you can see, it does like it supports him. So now I can have him like in crouching poses and stuff like he's about to attack and everything like that. Alright. I just wanted to mention too, like I mentioned earlier, there is some assembly required with Pumpkinhead because he has this tail that you do have to put on him. And it's wired too, as you can see. You can bend it any kind of way. That's how it looks. Because it has a socket right there for the ball joint that's on the back of a Pumpkinhead right here too, because you know you're plugging in. So I'm gonna see if I can do it. Yeah, I've managed to get the tail on Pumpkinhead too right here, as you can see, and it is like a wired tail too. So you can, the wire is kind of right here though. You can like bend it all out, and it pops on pretty easy. But you know you can have it bend up like that. You can have it bend like that. But it looks like the wire is only like right here on a Pumpkinhead too. Yeah. Pretty cool though, and it turns so you can like have it turn like that. You can turn it like different ways, like, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I think this is a pretty cool looking figure. I know Pumpkinhead's arms can go up to about, and he is like loose from what I'm noticing what my version is. So you can't get his arms up like this. So that's pretty cute. Cause the figure is like loose too, like you know, it's like it's loose. It's not like tight and restrictive like a lot of figures that be like this. You can bend his arm too, so you can bend. See, it's like it's loose. He has a butterfly joint too as well. And I know the hands can turn too. So he's not like tight and restrictive like a lot of figures like this be. Hey, I want to bend his leg, but I was kind of hearing about that. But I know this particular, he can bend. As you can see, he has like a single hinge. It's not a double bend, so you can't give him the pose like this. Even the thigh swivels too as well. Even this red like turns too. And even right there, Pumpkinhead's foot can be bent too as well. Let's see if I can get this. He kind of has a torso crunch, but not too much. But he is like real loose though. He's not like tight and stiff like figures like this be sometimes. And there's his head, you know, he can turn left, right, you know, he can look up. And he can really look up a lot too. And he can look down. Oh, this does look cool though. I think it's a good likeness to the creature from the 1988 film too, as well. And I think Pumpkinhead's feet, yeah, he has kind of some pivot in it, but not too much. Yeah. So he's pretty cool. Now I want to move on through the accessories that come with the Syndicate Collectibles Pumpkinhead figure. First, these are like the two alternate head sculpts we get for Pumpkinhead. So we have a total of 3 interchangeable heads for Pumpkinhead. So this is one with the mouth open, and I think the likeness to Pumpkinhead is superb on these. These really look good. Looks like his head and stuff like that. This is really awesome. Then you also have one where the head, like where the mouth is like kind of closed, it's not really open. There's some pretty good head sculpts. I'll show these up close though. But yeah, these pretty cool though. I even like the neutral one that he has where he's like his mouth is just closed, so I think that's pretty cool. Okay. And I just wanted to show that Pumpkinhead up close. Like you can see how good. It's a very good likeness to the film. Really looks like him. Like even the head right there. Because I always thought it kind of reminded you of like a xenomorph, you know, like the aliens. It kind of reminded you of those, like the look of it. It's pretty cool. He has some abdominals kind of sculpture right there. It's pretty cool. The vein works and stuff all on his arms. It's pretty cool. There's even like bluish type veins and stuff on his arms. All on his thighs too. I don't know if it's showing well on camera. He has these nails too. It's a pretty cool looking figure. Here's like the tail too as well, which has like the wire in it. Awesome looking figure. Yeah, his head. He has a lot of articulation in the head. Pumpkinhead, he can really look up. You know, you can really look down, turn, tilt it. It's pretty cool. Very awesome design. The likeness I think is definitely on point with this particular figure. Now I want to show this too. Here's like the alternate head sculpt for the other two. You can see you get one with the mouth open. It's pretty cool. Oh, the likeness is awesome. Really looks like them. Then you have one where it's kind of like this. So that's pretty cool. We got 3 head sculpts too, so you got 3 different expressions for like Pumpkinhead. So I think that's that's awesome. I like these. It's pretty cool. And as you can see, they have like the I guess this like ball joints, like the socket. So I'll probably try one. And now for the last of the accessories that come for a Pumpkinhead. Up next you get like this cross that he used like in that church scene. Cause it was really just a moment. And by the way, I had watched Pumpkinhead again like because it had been a while since I had watched it, so I gave it another rewatch. But yeah, remember he used this like in that one church place. He just picked it up and like smashed it. So it was really just a moment. But I think it's kind of cool that Syndicate Collectibles did decide to give us this particular piece, like this cross. It's kind of awesome. Yeah. But then you also get an alternate hand for this particular piece too as well. This is the hand for like holding the cross. So let me see. I guess it will go in. Yeah, it goes in pretty easy. So if you want, you can have this like on Uncle Pumpkin hands. Like they have a hand specifically for holding the cross. Like say 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Okay, there's the Syndicate Collectibles Pumpkinhead 6-scale figure. I think this is awesome. You know, it would have been cool if we had like a display stand to display Pumpkinhead on. But I did have like a Kaiser doll stand for displaying the figure. So I do still think this is like a awesome piece. Like the likeness to Pumpkinhead from the original 1988 film is like superb on it, you know. He has like good articulation from my opinion too as well. And again, you know, this is like directed by Stan Winston, like the legendary Stan Winston, you know. The guy did like Terminator, like the Aliens, Predator, Jurassic Park, and all those like those films, you know. Like some like those like stuff that he created. So yeah, this is awesome. And like I say, if I'm not mistaken, I think just that Stan's team made Pumpkinhead. He just directed the film, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure he had like hands on it, you know. But I always thought that this was like a cool looking creature though. He even kind of reminds you of like a xenomorph, like from the Aliens, you know. Kind of reminds you of that, like the look of it, from my opinion. But yeah, I think this is a pretty solid figure, you know. So I would definitely recommend this, and I got this some Syndicate Collectibles website, but I know it's also available at places like Big Bad Toy Store and so on. Because their Syndicate Collectibles, it was more expensive than this, but they dropped the price, and that's when I even went ahead and just got it, you know. But yeah, I recommend it. So this is the Syndicate Collectibles Pumpkinhead 6-scale figure. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.